Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakeina. Today we are going to go through the InBetween Tarot. And once we've looked at the guidebook and checked out the cards, we are going to find out what Sakeina thinks of this deck. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so InBetween Tarot is done by Janine Worthington and Franco Rivolli, and they're calling it Exploring the Spiritual Space Between the Arcana. That's both major and minor. This is a low scarabeo deck, and it has 78 colored cards and 160 pages in a color book. On the back, it says, as the before and after tarot, which I did do a walkthrough on both of those. I'll put a link to those in the description box below. So as the before and after tarot explore what happens just before and after each arcana, the in-between tarot focuses on the relationships between cards. Each in-between card expresses the symbolic space that connects the arcana, revealing the connection between them. The cards will help the reader to shift her focus from hard meanings to softer and more dynamic nuances and interpretations. The in-between tarot will also open the door to a brand new way to read and study the traditional tarot. Interesting concept. I have not looked at these very in-depth as yet. So we have a magnetic box. It's a good solid box, nice coloring as well. We have the snake with its own tail. The book, and I was apparently reading because I have a marker in there. And we have the cards, but we will take a look at the book first. Set those aside for a minute. All right, so the guidebook, we have a table of contents here, and if I can get it to focus, okay. So chapter 1 is Introduction to the In-Between. Chapter 2, Guidelines for Understanding the Cards. Chapter 3, the Major Arcana. Chapter 4, the Minor Arcana. Chapter 5, Reading with the In-Between Tarot. We have dedications. Starts with chapter 1, how the concept came about to do the in-between. Breaking with tradition, the concept of bridges. Tells the very large, the definition: a bridge is a connecting transitional or intermediate route or phase between two adjacent elements, activities, or conditions. Athanasius Kircher's Invisible Knots, moving away from reading one card at a time. Sliding doors, how many doors have you opened? Using your own intuition with the cards. Removing the borders. The In-Between deck, majors only, 2012. So we have chapter 2, Guidelines for Understanding the Cards. Previous knowledge of the cards. Cyclic card families. Use of elements. So we have fire as wands, earth as coins or pentacles, air as swords, water as cups, and the symbols. Use of numerology. Use of symbology. They're talking about the zodiac signs and the planets, lights and planets, or celestial planets. Approaching the deck gradually. The Major Arcana. And then we go into each of the cards. So they're giving you a full color page over here, and showing you 0 to 1. So we have a combo of the Fool and the Magician. And source cards is the Fool and the Magician. The Fool keywords, adventure, innocence. The Magician keywords, will, skill, and purpose. The in-between concept, a leap of faith into the unknown. So we've got setting the scene. Come back closer here if I can. Setting the scene, symbology within the card, the in-between concept. Then it moves on to the next card. So that's what we have for the major arcanas. Let's see what the minors give. So it tells about the cups and the element of the cups, which is water. Coins, earth. Wands, fire. Swords and air. Let's just take a look at that quick. We're just going to see what they're saying. Okay, so the suit of cups corresponds to the element of water. Water is all to do with emotion, spirituality, and intuition. Figuratively, water flows across the earth and forges rivers, lakes, waterfalls. It is a very powerful element and can often have devastating consequences when underestimated. A surplus of water can cause tsunamis, floods, and typhoons, equally devastating to the human race, whereas on the flip side, a complete lack of water can result in drought. Both extremes can lead to life-changing circumstances for the people that experience them. Emotions are much the same. If we pour out too much emotion, we can flood other people, and it can result in anger and violence. Too little emotion can cause sadness and coldness. If we can strike the right balance, the reward is emotional intelligence. We can use our emotions to effectively empathize with others. We can be aware without smothering. We can be loving and understanding. The element of water also has a correspondence with the astrological signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So it is important to remember that these qualities will also be closely associated with them. In the minor story that follows, we look at a family living in Africa and the effect that water emotion plays in their lives as we move through the journey from ace to 10 and back round again to the ace. Oh, so they've done a story, which I did not know the way it sounds. All right, so we have the ace to the 2, and for each of these minor cards, they're giving, like they did with the major arcana, they're giving the source cards, so the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. The Ace of Cups keywords, creation, new beginnings. Two of Cups keywords, love, union, soulmates. In-between concept, undiscovered emotional potential. So we're looking at the card here. And they don't have the tags or the borders on the sides of the cards in the book, but you'll see those when I show you the cards. So then we have 2 paragraphs, it looks like, that talk about this card. And they go on to do the same here with all the way up through the King. And then we begin the Ace of Coins. And this probably, let me look in the back here. If we're going to the coins, these are, the setting for our Earth story is London in the late 1800s. Back then, the suffragette and emancipation movement was really starting to take off. Women were realizing how unequal their standing was compared to that of men. They were getting paid less and treated less honorably than their male counterparts. Much later on, when such great material leaps were achieved with the vote, another movement started, the fight for the equality of races. Nowadays, campaigns for material equality take place all over the world. The movement for equality will go on as long as the element of Earth calls for it. So that's what the Pentacles is all about. And then the minor story for the Wands incorporates that fiery energy and leads us through from the bright spark that ignites passion all the way through to the dimming of the flame. There is a link to the festival. The festival is where people come alive and can be themselves completely. What we need to remember is that the spark never goes out. It flickers and falters, but then comes alive again in the ace. All we need to do to reignite it is to hope and dream. And then the swords. The story in the swords minor card shows the occupation of Britain by the Romans. Occupation of another land often meant battle and warfare, and in particular the British Romans experienced prolonged warfare against the Scottish Picts. War and battle involve material strength and agility, but they can also signify a lapse into angst and stress. Let's consider the path of the following individual. So each suit has a kind of story behind it. And then when we go into the back, we have reading with the InBetween Tarot, single card readings, the next step method, a word on reversals, exploring your in-between cards, and then about the artist. So there is the guidebook. We will come back to this. I've given you a little bit of an insight there as to how it reads, but sometimes when we see the cards, it is kind of necessary to look a little deeper into the book. Okay, so here's the back of the card, which is the snake. And I know that has a name, but I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. And the cardstock is thick, but I think shuffling is going to be actually quite easy. It's going to be very similar, I think, to doing like Llewellyn. And it almost feels like, and I don't know this for sure, so let me grab another card. Almost feels like this is taller than the average. Nope. But it is skinnier. So if you can see, this is the Light Seers Tarot, which I believe is pretty normal size. And then here is the difference in size. We can see the part of the Light Seer Tarot's card. So it's a little bit shorter and a little bit thinner than the Light Seers Tarot. All right, so let's take a look at these cards. And as always, if I have trouble with the focusing, I'll cut that out of the video, so there could be some choppiness. So we have the Fool. And as you can see, we have a tab here that says the Fool and a tab here that says the Magician. So you know which cards this card is combining. They do also have a glossy sheen on the side that you look at. And the back side has a glossy sheen, but there's a kind of a rough feeling to it, but there isn't on the side that you look at. So, the Fool. The Magician, with the Magician and the High Priestess. The High Priestess, combo between High Priestess and the Empress. The Empress, between the Empress and the Emperor. The Emperor, between Emperor and Hierophant. I'm not going to comment a whole lot on these cards because, as I said, I have not really gone through them very well as yet. The Hierophant. Is this a combination between the Hierophant and the Lovers? Sorry about the light in the card. As I said, it is shiny. We have the Lovers, combination with the Chariot. The Chariot, combo with the Chariot and Strength. Strength, combo between Strength and the Hermit. The Hermit, combination between the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel, combo between the Wheel and Justice. Justice, combo between Justice and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, combination between the Hanged Man and Death. Death, combination between Death and Temperance. Okay, wow, gotta say something about this one. Did you notice the angel in the clouds, made from the clouds, as the phoenix rises? And that angel is pouring from one cup to another. Temperance, combo between Temperance and the Devil. The Devil, combo between the Devil and the Tower. The Tower, combo between Tower and the Star. The Star, combo between the Star and the Moon. Ooh, that's like pretty. The Moon, combo between the Moon and the Sun. The Sun, combo between Sun and Judgment. Got to admit, this is a very intriguing deck. Judgment, combo between Judgment and the World. The World, combo between the World and the Fool. So it goes back around to the start. And then we begin with the Ace of Cups. Ace and Two of Cups combo. Two of Cups, so the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. Three of Cups, so the Three and the Four of Cups combined. Four of Cups, combination of the Four and the Five of Cups. Five of Cups, combination between the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. And this is going to be a big chop out of the video because I had a hard time focusing that one. Six of Cups, combo between the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, combo between Seven of Cups and Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, combination between the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, combination between the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, combination between the 10 and the Ace of Cups. So 1 through 10 and back to the Ace. Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups combined. The Knight of Cups, combination of the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, combination of the Queen and the King of Cups. King of Cups, so combination between the King and then back to the Page of Cups. Ace of Coins or Pentacles, combination between the Ace and the Two of Coins. Two of Coins, combination of the Two and the Three of Coins. Three of Coins, combination of the Three of Coins and the Four of Coins. Four of Coins, combination of the Four of Coins and the Five. Five of Coins, combination of the Five of Coins and the Six of Coins. Six of Coins, combo of the Six and the Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins, combo between the Seven and the Eight of Coins. Eight of Coins, combo between 8 and 9 of Coins. Sorry about that. We have a focus issue again. Try that again. 9 of coins, combo of 9 and 10 of coins. Ten of coins. 10 of coins, combo between the 10 and the ace of coins. Page of coins, so combo between page and the knight of coins. Knight of coins, combination between the knight and the queen of coins. Queen of coins, combo between the queen and the king of coins. King of coins, combo between the king and the page. Back around to the page. Then we have the Ace of Wands combined with the Two of Wands. Two of Wands combined with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands combined with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands combined with the Five of Wands. Five of Wands combined with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands combined with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands combined with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands combined with the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands combined with the Ten of Wands. Sorry about the focus. Ten of Wands combined with the Ace of Wands. Page of Wands combined with the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands combined with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands combined with the King of Wands. King of Wands combined with the Page of Wands. And the last suit, we have the Ace of Swords combined with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords combined with the Three of Swords. Oops. Three of Swords combined with the Four of Swords. Four of Swords combined with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords combined with the Six of Swords. Some of these cards are a little bit dark, a little difficult to see, even off camera. Six of Swords combined with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords combined with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords combined with the Nine of Swords. Sorry about the focus. Nine of Swords combined with the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords combined back around with the Ace of Swords. Page of Swords combined with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords combined with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords combined with the King of Swords. And the King of Swords combined back around with the Page of Swords. All right, so that is the deck all the way through. So we're going to check out how these cards shuffle. And let's see. If we attempt to riffle shuffle, let's see how well they do. Ooh, they're pretty stiff to start with. I'm not one to do a heavy-duty push on them. They aren't as bendable as I thought they were going to be. As I said, I thought they were more along the lines of Llewellyn, because Llewellyn cards, they shuffle right away out of the box with no issue. These I think probably will if worked with, but you'd have to be very careful not to bend them as you're doing this. And for those who, do this, they're slippery enough that it probably can be done, but I'm not good at it. I don't do cards this way. And let's see, my way with Sakeina is always like this. They feel just fine doing it this way. There's nothing really stiff feeling about them. They slide nicely. And they can flop out in large amounts. And for those who maybe like to shuffle kind of in this way, I do this sometimes, but with new cards, it seems like they fall in clumps. As you can see, we have clumps. They're not really separated. So these kind of decks are ones that you might consider, unless you're really versed in shuffling in a number of different ways that do mix the cards. You might consider actually putting them down on a surface and swishing them all around. All right, so I'm going to go off camera for a few and shuffle these up really, really well. Oh wait, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's just pull a card at random here and read out of the book. So we have the Nine of Wands. Sorry about that. All right, so the Nine of Wands. Let's see what it actually says, because this is the Nine of Wands combined with the Ten of Wands. All right here. So we have 9 and 10 of Wands, the source cards, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. 9 of Wands keywords, last stand, sustained effort. 10 of Wands keywords, burden, intense pressure. In between concept, seeking help and shelter. So this is what this card looks like. Seeking help and shelter. It says, this card shows the movement from the 9 of Wands, defenses, to the 10 of Wands, burden. The couple have now put down their wands. They were once lit, but now extinguished. And you can see that at the bottom of the card. Down here are where their wands are by their feet. They've dropped them. There is no energy in this card. The man is carrying his partner with the last bit of strength he has left. There is no salvation for them in the forest. In the card, we can see a very dark, hostile environment. They are hiding in the forest, but for how much longer can they hide away? This in-between stage shows the need for help and assistance. The woman can no longer move, and she clings tightly to the light that once gave her such hope in the Ace of Wands to Two of Wands stage, which is that bright, bright light she has. Forward movement is their last hope. They have to keep pushing on with the last of their energy reserves. Okay, so that's how they have combined the cards. And apparently, obviously, you need to know, as you go up through, learn the cards so that you know what this is all about. But that's part of the portion where they talk about how to work with the cards. That's probably something that, this will be a guidebook that does get read, I think, for the most part. At least it will be by me. Okay, so now I'm going to go off camera and shuffle these really well and come back and ask Sakeina what her take on this deck is. So stay tuned. Okay, back again. I've shuffled pretty well here. So now I'm going to shuffle this way and have Sakeina throw out a jumper or two to let us know what her take is on this InBetween Tarot deck. Sakeina, can you let us know what your opinion of the deck is, please? And if the throwouts take a little too long, I will cut out some of the shuffling. But I really like to give her the opportunity to choose the cards that she really wants to choose. Sakeina, can you throw out a card or two, please? Okay, there's one. Would you like to throw out another? Okay, so we have two cards here. And we have the Ten of Swords combined with the Ace of Swords. And we have the Knight of Coins. Oop. Gracious. Knight of Coins combined with the Queen of Coins, or Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting here right away is Sakeina is saying that this is a deck that you think you know everything you need to know about tarot, or a lot about tarot. And then all of a sudden this deck comes along and it's almost as though you're starting all over again, because you're going from the 10 back to the ace. Again, so much more potential, but a lot of thinking. Each card, she says, is going to take a good amount of thinking. And you're going to have to allow the card to communicate fully with you before actually giving a definition of what you think the card is all about. And then with the Knight of Coins, I have always thought of the Knight of Pentacles as the life quest card. That is what it means to me, because knights are about questing, and you know, Pentacles is the earth or everything physical. So I call it my life quest card. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is kind of like nurturing life, nurturing the things in life that you have. But honestly, with what Sakeina is sharing here, maybe somebody watching understands the combo here. But I am going to look this up. This card wasn't too hard for me from Sakeina standpoint, but nothing is coming forward concerning the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm going to look. Okay, so Knight to Queen. We've got source cards, Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins. Knight of Coins, keywords, hard worker, dependability. And the Queen of Coins, material comforts and prosperity. Okay, so in between concept, it says learning to become self-sufficient. All right, so if you're looking at it from the standpoint, and I'll go back to the book in a minute to make sure that I have understanding. Okay, so again, thinking that you're, you know, very versed in tarot, but having to start over to learn to combine the two, and a lot of thinking involved, and it's going to take time. It's going to be a tarot quest, basically, to learn to be self-sufficient in being able to read them without the guidebook. I think that's probably what it's saying. So let's keep going here. The Coins teenager is now pregnant and working on the production line. She is learning what it takes to be a single mother. Okay, so thinking of, and I was not thinking of the Knight as a teenager, but okay, we can roll with that because the page is a child. But the teenager is pregnant and working on the production line. So she's learning how to become a single mother. So whoever uses this deck is going to have to learn how to grow with it. Grow with the deck. And obviously being a single mother is not an easy thing. So let's see what else it says. The transition from Knight of Coins shows a movement from working hard to becoming self-sufficient. Okay, so working hard, becoming self-sufficient. That makes sense with what Sakeina's trying to say here. Starting from, you know, starting over from what you already know and working hard to become self-sufficient so you don't need the guidebook. In this case, the teenager still has to maintain her material focus even though she is pregnant, but now she realizes that she also has to rely on herself and not others. So again, this is going back to the guidebook, where she realizes she still has to have the material focus. So that's the guidebook in this case. And, you know, but she needs to learn to do without it. This in-between stage will often present itself when we are faced with just such a challenge as with our teenager in the card. The support of others is not always readily available in the span of a lifetime. Sometimes we need to be able to support ourselves. So yes, the guidebook is pretty much key here, what you're trying to move away from with this deck, but it will be necessary to quest with it for quite some time. And there's not going to be a lot of other people probably who have embraced this deck. You might know a few, but obviously what you're reading into the card and the situation that you're reading is going to be different than other people. So you're going to have to rely on your own intuition, your own take on each and every card. And I'm not seeing anything here that tells me that Sakeina likes the deck or doesn't like the deck. She is showing us that it's, probably pretty difficult and probably shouldn't be, taken on by someone who is not real versed in tarot. But again, if you think about it, this could be one of those things where this could be the learning deck for a newbie. And then all the other decks would probably be pretty easy because you'd already have this down, this combo down. Since it obviously gives both the source and the combined meanings, that's very helpful. So there we have it. There could be more to these cards from Sakeina, but that is what I'm getting at the moment. So if you notice anything else, please add it to the comments below. So that is it for the InBetween Tarot. I hope you've enjoyed this walkthrough, and we'll see you again in the next one. Take care.